BpsRps Live 3322. 3322. Consecutive numbers. Don't have that as your password, people. They won't let you do that. Thursday night, heading into the weekend, we're going to celebrate Greg Jeffries a little bit in anticipation of our fateful meeting this Saturday. Today in baseball, nothing happened, of course. There's that lockout going on. Baseball history, Peter Uberoth in 1984. He was a highly successful chairperson of the Los Angeles Olympic Organizing Committee for the Summer Games that happened in 1984. He was elected to a 5-year term as Commissioner of Baseball. That was a trivia question a couple weeks ago, thanks to Scotty, who was the only Olympic person and Commissioner of Baseball, Peter Uberoth. Birthdays today. Some cool names. I never heard of them. Harry Wheeler, 1858. Monk Klein. Emil Gross. Jumbo Shonek. Wee Willie Keeler, 1872. Wee Willie Keeler. He was a great defensive player. Joe Knotts. Never heard of these guys. I don't know. Heard of Chuck Carey, 1960. He was a jobber closer. Bobby Munoz, who was traded for Bobby Abreu, I think, 1968. It was more like a funny name kind of birthday day rather than any like real players. Except Wee Willie Keeler. Let's see what we got. We got a Bazooka. 1995. Maybe there's a Jose Canseco in here. There's a pack of Bazooka gum. You'll know we get a good chuckle out of the comic strip. One of the roughest packs I ever had to open. Bazooka. 95. 17 years old? No, 27. Jesus Christ. 27 years old. Rough. Joe dreams he's running with Picasso. I ain't gonna read that. It was Chuck Carey's birthday. This is Chuck Carr. He was a leadoff hitter for the Marlins. He's a pretty fast dude. Great uniform, great cap. It's a really nice jersey. Jose Oliva, Atlanta Braves. I'm not trying to be funny, but I think it's his birthday today. I skipped him. It is 1971. He was born. Birthday guy. Happy birthday, Jose. Mike Stanley. I know somebody told me he wasn't, but he is. He was. He was a jobber catcher. Don't let anybody tell you differently. That comment's rough. Paul O'Neill. Good evening, King M. How are you, buddy? They're retiring Paul O'Neill's number. I said this the other night. Like, for what? He's 50th, I think, in Yankees history in career WAR. Yeah, he was like a leader, kind of like led by example, yelled at the other players, but yelling doesn't get anything done. I don't know. I disagree with it. I think Steinbrenner lost his mind. Like, Paul O'Neill is going to be among Lou Gehrig, Babe Ruth, Billy Martin. Who am I, right? I'm not a Yankees historian. Mr. Rules if you want to play the bazooka game. And final card of that horrible pack rhymes with horrible. Danny Tartable. Yeah, that's got to be it. That's something Steinbrenner would want. Surprised they want to retire Horrible's number next. You watch. He had to face what 12 pitches with the Phillies, if that, or 12 seconds at bat. He broke his ankle, was out after collecting like $10 million 1-year contract. Bad news, Danny Tartable. Bad news. The pack sucked. Mike, you geared up for Saturday? Greg Jeffries. You believe Luis Aguayo was charging $25 to sign his name? And all non-Philadelphia fans are probably saying, who's Luis Aguayo? Exactly. He is. Real narcissist, that guy. Lex Luger. That's a great word, narcissist. Yeah, I can't wait. It's Greg Jeffries' weekend. We'll go live with him. Carlton Fisk on the White Sox. I think he played with the White Sox longer than the Red Sox, if I read that right sometime. It looks like he's bunny here. Very weird stuff happening on this card. Tino Martinez. Benji. Where you been, Benji? This is your hero. I'm surprised the Yankees didn't retire his number, too. Steve Bedrosian on the Twins. Lancour. Fisk is yours. Cy Young Award winner. 87 with the Phillies. He always had a great beard. Dale Murphy on the Phillies. I can never get tired of seeing Dale Murphy on the Phillies cards. Really classy dude. 24 home runs, 83 RBIs last year. Oral Hershiser, I don't like him. Glenn Davis on the Orioles. Remember, he was great with the Astros, remember? Then he went to the Orioles, he did it like absolutely nothing. He got hurt and just said goodbye to baseball. And then Dave Stewart, who was a horrible Ranger in Philly, became a Cy Young Award winner with Oakland. Just being around Kazako spurred him to great things. It's a good pack. Oh, wow. That was O-Pee-Chee 91. Now we're going 2 years into the future to 93 O-Pee-Chee. The DeLorean's taking us all over the place in different times and different places. Be a superstar. Say no to drugs. Sois une super vedette. Dis non à la drogue. What says down there? Even their public service announcements are in French. Pitcher, Lancour. Boulder Blair, outfielder. Tresemme Boot is third baseman. That's pretty much all the French I know. All the French I know in life I've learned from reading O-Pee-Chee cards. So if someone comes into work and says like bonjour, I could say Tresemme Boot. They'll say hello, I say third base. And depending on who the person is, it could be warranted in that situation. And of course, the first card is it's a Pat Borders, north of the border, Toronto Blue Jay catcher. He's always good for like 10, 12 home runs a year. I had no problem with Pat Borders being my second catcher in a 50-team league. Kevin McReynolds. Royals. I forgot he was in the Royals. Forgot who he was traded. David Cohn, maybe? I don't remember who he was traded for. He wasn't a good clubhouse presence from what I remember. Jimmy, if you can confirm or deny. All right, Rocky. Denis Boucher, Bobby's father from the Water Boy. So Rocky's pitcher, so he was destined to be out of baseball in a couple of years. And after having a career ERA of probably like 8. No, I was off 6.33. Yeah, you did. You took him. Wait, in Chappie's league. Yes, good pick. You ganked me in it, but good pick, Ethan Wilson, advanced hitter. In those types of leagues, I try to like get people close to the majors. That's exactly what Ethan Wilson is. He should be a good player if the Phillies stay out of his way, especially if they get a DH. It was a good pick. Surprised he was there that long. Yeah, there's so many different leagues going. We forget who's in what league. C-Man. We're talking about Ethan Wilson, Phillies outfield prospect, second or third round pick this year in the first year player draft. Luis Mercedes. The name like that, you should be good. Yeah, we like him. Mike and I, King M and I over at YouTube were talking about him. Um, Advanced hitter, can hit, has got a lot of power. The reason they were able to get him, from what I heard, was because his defense, you're better off with an empty wrapper in outfield than him. But I think the Phillies are geniuses. Maybe they knew the DH was coming. So they're like, we're going to fool everybody. I mean, right now their outfielders are Harper and Bierling. Nobody else, I don't think, is on the 40-man roster. So maybe Wilson is better than nothing. Then again, you put them two out there, they could probably cover more ground, not worry about running into them. Yeah, yeah, I hope he does. I hope they don't ruin him like they did Hazley, Bohm, Moniak, Randolph, Rick Shue. Mike's had the worst team in that league so far. Well, it's prospects. You gotta wait until they hit the majors. You probably have a lot of players who didn't hit the majors, so it goes by their major league stats. Sabo. Sabo won Rookie of the Year. He was a good player. Yeah, nobody. You're not going to see who has the best team in that league for like 5 years. Harold Reynolds in a Mariners costume on the Orioles. Rex Specs. Sabo. Spuds McKenzie. See? So after 2025, you should. It's only 2 years away, 3 years away. You should be dominated. Spuds McKenzie. Pat Listash, Reggie Jefferson. Ken Caminiti, former MVP, RIP, steroids. Canseco tried to help baseball. He tried to warn them. Here's the studio. These are the Sears portrait cards. ROID, MVP, RIP, PD. He had a good career. Remember I might be confusing him. Wasn't he a first round pick? No, I'm thinking of Phil Nevin, another Astro. He was good, yeah. He's a great player. Had some great years. Put it that way. Can't see the back of the car. Double digits home runs many years. This is a name familiar to all Philadelphia fans, right? Mariano Duncan. Had a great 93 for that surprising worst to first NL championship team. Dave Henderson. He was an underrated outfielder, power hitting outfielder. Mariano, he was the man, wasn't he? He was all right, that guy. Glenn Allen Hill. He had some power, he just couldn't hit. This guy, on the other hand, could do everything. Ken Griffey Jr. Look at this. I've never seen a studio of Ken Griffey Jr. This is boner time. Sorry for cursing. Earmuffs, kids. I'm sorry. I should have warned you with those with children watching. This is great. This is good. Another guy ton of power, great mustache. Rob Deere. He was good for 30 home runs, 200 strikeouts. I think I agree with you. Handsome. King M saying handsome card. Griffey or Rob Deere? Carl over on Twitter just said Griffey may have been the best all-around player. Yeah, you could sure as hell make a case for that. The defense, speed, power, you could really make a case for that. Kevin Belcher, Mike Boddicker. Kevin Belcher's taking this Sears portrait thing way too serious. Boddicker's having a good time. I enjoy that. Glenn Davis again. Doesn't look too happy. Yeah, when he went to Cincinnati, that's when it was like the start of his downfall. The injury started hitting. Tommy Lasorda on a checklist, laughing. That's probably right after he abused, bullied, and beat the shit out of our beloved Philly fanatic. Sorry for cursing. And Tommy Lasorda, we don't condone that. Bully. We don't condone bullying of any kind. And that's what he did. He didn't have to beat up. He's a felon, right? He should have been arrested. He beat up the mascot with a rubber doll. Some people pay to get humiliated like that. He did it to the fanatic. He's King M's hero because King M is not a mascot fan. It's not just about mascots. What if he did that to you, Mike? He could just as easily do that to you, or me, or any of us. Tommy Lasorda, you're bad people. Ron Robinson, this guy, he looks like, I don't know what the hell he looks like. The mascot does that to everybody. It's part of his fun. It's part of his annex. He thrusted his midsection towards him. People usually pay for that. I don't think he deserved it. I don't think he did. Carl refers to King M. The M is for mascot. I didn't think of that. Rod Carew. Somewhere on this is Rod Carew puzzle. Mike does not like mascots at all, unfortunately. But, to each his own. He does not, it's not funny, it's not fun. He doesn't like them. And I respect that. I do. I respect that. I would never thrust my midsection towards anyone. Maybe towards Tim Lincecum if I needed some chronic. 2011 opening day. I went to 2022. I have his autograph, Wally. The Red Sox mascot. I think his name's Wally. Yeah, Wally the Green Monster. Yeah. Kingham, mascots are for the minors. They really... Wilmington has 3 mascots. They really go overboard in the minor leagues because they have to keep the kids' attention at their games. So they go all out with the mascots. Heath Bell, Padres. He was a Padres closer. He's a big dude. I never knew Heath Bell was that, but was like Bartolo Colon-esque. Victor Martinez. Now he was a damn good player. He came up as a catcher, could hit for average, hit for power. He moved to DH first base later in his career. No, King Ed despises Gritty. I'm right in saying that, right? Carl said you probably don't like Gritty. Jay Bruce. Who do you think closes for the Phillies? They just signed, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Corey Knebel? Or Dominguez, if he's healthy. Maybe he might be a dark horse candidate. Aaron Nola, according to C. Is Bradley still around? I know Dombrowski. I don't think he likes that dreaded closer by committee. So if they had to pick one, I'll probably go with Knebel, then Bradley, then Dominguez in that order. I'm going to put this in my badass binder under my PP section. Jay Bruce was a powerful man. He was a winner. He wills teams to win. Little Big League, 2019. We got a Bedrosian card earlier, or Al Holland, Mr. T. They have options this year for a closer, which is good. Sir Anthony, if he's healthy, could probably do it. Bradley's done it. Knebel, I think, has done it for a couple months. Wow. Aroldis Chapman, rookie card, blue, silver, gray foil. He's on the Reds. I forgot he was a Red. Nick, if you're watching, look at this piece. Wow, this is phenomenal. I'm like truly excited, speaking of closers, to get a closer rookie parallel. Mick Abel, he's quite a few years away, but how sick would that be if they call him up to close? They promote him and say, you're going to close now. Spot the error. Jason Hayward. I guess you got to look at both sides and pick. There's probably like an error. I don't feel like doing that. I don't have a magnifying glass with me right now to do that. But Obi, as our Atlanta correspondent, you can have hours of fun with this. Tim Lincecum. He's not only on the cover, but there's also a card of him in the pack. That's cool. It's not false advertising. That's like perfect advertising. You see Tim Lincecum, you're like, oh man, I want to get a Lincecum card. And I might hit up some Chronic with him because he used to like to do that. And then get a card of him and he's pitching. That's really cool. And final card of the evening, speaking of Chronic, it's the pack, the rolling papers. Josh Hamilton. But Chronic was like nothing to him. That's like us like going eating some potato chips. Or, I don't know, drinking a bottle of water. Chronic was nothing to Josh Hamilton. We all know that he had way deeper demons. And we hope that he gets his life on the right path again. But he put on a show at the 08 Home Run Derby, though. My God. I had seats like the upper deck, like the last row. The ball was coming up there. It was crazy what he did. They booed him at first, but like after like a half hour of him hitting like 700 feet home runs, the Yankee crowd was cheering for him. Trivia question. He didn't win the Home Run Derby that night, though. Don't type the answer. Who won the Home Run Derby that night that was like really Josh Hamilton's night? 08 New York. He did. He hit rock bottom, hit the pinnacle, right? And I think he had some late demons lately, and he supposedly body slammed his daughter and told her, speaking of body slam, if that cat tries to scare me, startle me again, she's going to get body slammed. Nah, I would never. He threw something at his daughter. Water bottle hit her in the chest, threw her in the bed, and said, good, tell your mom just how bad of a dad I am so I don't have to see you again. Something like that, if I'm quoting it. So hope he gets his life back together. I've read his biography. He really wanted to turn around. I mean, who knows what happened last few years, but Greg Jeffries, 88 Fleer. Yes, it's part of the giveaway. And then these are, it's a Kazeko All-Star card. And then these cards are from 2022 Series 1. Jiz Chisholm, Future Star. Bobby Dalbec, Future Star. Tyler Stevenson, All-Star Cup. Jake Berger, Rookie. Carl, I already have a burger put away in your stash. Don't you get nervous. And Vidal Brujan, Rookie card. Who won the Home Run Derby in 08 in New York? It wasn't Josh Hamilton either. That was his night. Yeah, I think I got every White Sox from that set put in your stash. So, Berger, Sheets, Kimbrel. I can't remember what else. Who else? Me too. I hope he succeeds. He's got the talent. It's just a matter of just getting the time and staying healthy, right? Hope he succeeds. I'm a big burger fan in real life and in baseball. Like bacon cheeseburger. So my man, probably get everybody's stashes out over the next few weeks. So that's all I got tonight, fellas. thank you all for joining. Always a great time talking some baseball. So you guys keep watching. I'll keep ripping. Everybody have a great night. See you Friday.